So the Darrel Ralph Apogee kind of flew under the radar in the dual action community. I never really see these come up for sale or getting discussed. And it's got a lot going for it. It's very Sabenza-ish, especially with the dual conical thumb studs that it's got. And then I refinished it with the satin and blasted two-tone finish. So that probably helps too, at least in my mind. But it's also running on a bushing pivot, just like a Sabenza. I'm actually running old Sabenza bronze washers in this one because it originally came with nylon washers, and I like the feel of bronze washers a little better. That's just me, though. But the actual dual action mechanism is one of the cleanest and simplest ones in all of the ones in the collection. There's basically only two moving parts. You've got the spring, which is somewhat concealed as a backspacer there, nice and flush. And then you've got the sear, which is, again, semi-concealed as a body screw. And so you push forward on that screw, and it rocks up a little bit and releases the spring to fire the blade open. See it right there. Doesn't move much, but it's enough. And some people have said that these have very little sear engagement, which is not really a lie. You can see the contact patch right there. But it's enough, at least on mine. I haven't noticed any appreciable sear wear, and haven't had any sear creep like you can have on quite a few of the custom dual actions that are floating around out there. DAs are very finicky mechanisms, and if things get a little loose or a little out of whack, they can be a little sketchy. But like I said, this particular mechanism is super, super clean. He called this the illusion release. I freaking love this knife. It's got a big old D2 blade. A lot of people don't like D2, but if it's well done, it holds a great working edge, especially for like breaking down boxes and stuff, which tends to be the majority of my use for a knife. If we're speaking realistically, it's destroying that pile of Amazon boxes that's in the corner of the living room. Like I said, you very rarely see these pop up for sale. I want to say they tend to go a little lower than most DAs. Most custom DAs you tend to wind up paying around $1,000 or so for, and these tend to go for probably $600 to $800 ish. But again, you never really see them pop up. So if you see one and it's a price you can afford, I'd suggest jumping on it, because who knows when you're going to get another chance. I have no idea how many of these Darrel made, and of course he's no longer with us, sadly. So yeah, really, really cool piece for the collection. Been almost a year since I had this one out, so figured it was time to show it some love. So there you go.